Hi everyone and welcome to Girls for STEM. Thank you so much guys for coming to this channel. Today we have an interesting topic. I have always campaigned on this channel that we need to sit at the table where they are making decisions. That engineers, scientists have to sit at the table where they're making decisions. So again, welcome to this channel. Remember, we are here to encourage girls to pursue science and technology. We are here to showcase other scientists, engineers, technologists, healthcare professionals that are pursuing STEM. And we are here also to ensure that the girls, boys as well, they can have an opportunity to understand what is STEM and what does it encompass. So, as I mentioned earlier, guys, today we have a very interesting topic. I've always said we need to make sure women can sit at the table where they're making decisions. One of the very important example is making of vehicles. Who thought that could be a very important case in encouraging women to pursue science and technology? So, yes, one of the examples is testing the safety of vehicles. Who has ever wondered sometimes when you get into a vehicle, you are having a hard time to strap yourself? Either the strap is either bigger or it's not comfortable. It doesn't accommodate you properly. Did you ever wonder why? So, yes, that's what we're going to discuss today. So, stay tuned. So, thank you so much for staying tuned. I wanted to mention that the National Highway Safety Transport Administration are in charge of providing the rating to consumers concerning the safety of cars or manufacturing cars. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is in charge of providing the ratings to consumers. Yes, that's right. The rating to consumers concerning the safety of vehicles. So, up to today, this agent still requires only male dummies to be used for testing for the safety of vehicles. So the 5-star rating, that's what they call it, means an individual needs to have 5 foot tall, 9-inch wide, and 170 pounds per human being. And of course, that is a man and most likely white. There is no information for a 5 foot 2 inch and also 110 pounds, normally women. Rarely, female can also be same height and features of men. Where am I going with this again? So, despite that they are using the 5 foot 2 inch and 110 pounds for women, but this does not represent all women. In fact, according to researchers, they say that they still use the male features, they just downgrade them to a height of that much, but they do not necessarily contain all the sensors that depicts a female of all sizes. So, what we're trying to say here is that we need advanced female dummies that can represent tests that affect us women. So, when I say that represent us women, I mean the physiology, different physiologies that represents us women. We need to have those dummies that can be used in testing in vehicles that represents all of us. Sensors will represent different features of our bodies. For example, it will represent the small muscle that women have on the neck. It will represent the pelvic. It will represent also the long or short bones, and also even the densities of our bodies, because we are not same compared to men. The men have got denser bones. According to scientists, men have got denser bones compared to women. So these dummies need to represent us in terms of bones, in terms of muscles, especially on the neck and also on the pelvic. So when they are testing these dummies need also to represent women. In terms of the muscles on the neck, women tend to experience accidents such as whiplash. I was once in an accident, and I remember I developed a whiplash when I went this way. So we have very smaller muscles on the neck compared to the men. So these dummies that they use during testing, they need to represent women as well in terms of muscles and all other characteristics that I mentioned earlier on. According to research, even though most of the crashes are caused by men, 73% of those accidents that result into either fatal or terrible injuries will be women. This is research that has been going on for some time. To this day, no company or any manufacturing car companies have changed to start using female dummies of different characteristics in the testing of safety vehicles. Most of the dummies that are used up to today, despite that they have been advanced dummies that have been created to mimic at least variety of women, up to today, there has not been a company or car manufacturing that has approved using female dummies in the testing of safety for vehicles. Therefore, how about if we sit on the table? If we sit on that table, we can make our own decisions. And that's why I've been encouraging women to pursue science and technology, to sit on those tables where we can make decisions or support those decisions that concerns us. As long as we are not sitting on the table, it will be very difficult for these companies, for these agencies to push for women to be represented in doing tests for safety of cars. Again, this was just one of many examples that we need to sit at the table. Engineers, scientists, healthcare professionals, we need to sit at the table where they are making decisions. Let's talk about in the hospitals. There are so many gadgets that they are making for the safety of human beings in terms of health. There are so many things that they are making. Are women on those tables? We have to ask ourselves. And this example that I just made earlier on, it's just one of many examples. And that's why we need to make sure we can sit at the table. So we are here to encourage girls to pursue science classes, to pursue mathematics, and just to encourage you more, mathematics is not that hard. Who said math was hard? This is why we need to encourage young little ones about math, about the most exciting products that are made for human beings, that these kids can start thinking of when they're still young, that they can go make those products. And how can they make those products? By encouraging them to pursue STEM, to love science, to love math. And as long as this loving of math and science starts at an early age, it will be very difficult to convince them that math is hard. The reason why most kids, most students at high school and university think that math is hard, it's because as they are growing on, as they grow up, someone somewhere told them that math is a very hard and difficult subject. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this. I just wanted to say that I wanted to make sure we can clear that out, that we really need to sit at the table where they're making products that concerns us. This is just one of many, many products. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you can subscribe and continue watching for much more interesting videos. Thank you.